Hello, it's Lexi. I want to talk about something that is random and apparent in my life right now, which is nightmares and trauma. So you may have seen on here one of my very first videos was a story about abuse. I really hope it wasn't obvious who that video was about. The reason I made that video was to help myself heal, and if anybody else could relate to it, then I'm happy for that. One of the biggest things that's always I can't speak. One of the biggest things that's always helped me growing up and even now, even today, is watching other people's YouTube videos and just listening to their stories or how things turned out for them or moments that they're going through that I can relate to and I can feel their emotions. I love to be able to relate to somebody, even if it's through a screen. So I don't know if I have that effect on anybody else. I just know that for me, it helps a lot to get my feelings out there. And I've done it before and I can do it now. And anytime I'm not feeling well, it helps to not be silent. And this is just something that happened today or happened last night. I had a nightmare about an ex, and I guess the specific nightmare or nightmares don't really matter, but I'm going to talk about them just because I can explain what I experienced without directly talking about the abuse that happened in real life, or like I don't want to get into like more detail, so I'm going to talk about my dreams. I'm going to keep it very personal between me and me. Nightmares are a way for your body to process real events that happen to you. And sometimes it's so random. I don't know if there's anything particular that triggers them. Maybe when I came, I don't know, I don't want to say. Okay. So, I had a nightmare last night. I was standing in my imaginary garage and my ex was driving in and out of the driveway, taunting me, coming out of the car, hitting me, saying mean things to me. And it's maybe symbolic or maybe more realistic. I don't know that this particular thing actually happened in real life. Part of my abuse is that I don't remember things exactly as they happened because they are traumatic and I do block out events. The way that I get around this, by the way, is if you're in an abusive situation, write down things that happened, exact quotes, like write down to the best of your ability what just occurred, because if you do suffer memory loss, or if you do suffer, how do I explain? It's memory loss. It can take the shape of your mind has to purge these memories in order for you to continue on with the relationship as a way to justify staying with this person that your brain believes that you need. So I have this lovely quality and I would write things down. Well, where was I going with this? I'll just get back to my dream. So he would be in my dream. He was, driving, leaving, coming back, whatever. I feel like I had this dream because in real life he would leave and it would make me feel bad. Almost like he would leave as a way to make me feel bad. Surely he knew he was going to come back, right? Because he always did. I would beg him to come back. I would want him to come back so bad. I needed him, whatever. And he'd come back. And then he'd abuse me, bruising me. Who knows? There's so many things. But that would be the theme. Leaving, coming back. This was the the best way to control me, because there was nothing I hated more than him leaving, even if he did treat me badly. But I'm, not trying to tell real life stories too much. I'm mostly trying to tell my dreams. I can recall another dream that really messed me up. I used to have a lot of sleep paralysis. I kind of go through phases of it. I had it as a child. It was crazy. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea that could even happen. So yeah, but now it's happened to me. It used to happen to me, and now, like in the past few months, I've not had sleep paralysis. I've just had good old nightmares. But sleep paralysis, the best way I can describe it, is like you close your eyes, you fall asleep, and you wake up in your dream state, and you can see all of your surroundings as they actually are. So it's like you wake up inside of your dream, but you can't move, you can't speak, you can't shake your head, you can't scream. And often there's like a demon, a sleep paralysis demon. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The sleep paralysis demon attacks you or jumps on you or whatever, and you can't do anything about it. Or like, yeah, you just wake up and you realize there is no demon. But so I had a sleep paralysis dream. I fell asleep on the couch that my ex abused me on. The reason I slept on the couch was because I felt like if I didn't sleep in our bed that we slept in together, that I would be able to move on more easily, because it wouldn't be our bed without him in it. So I slept on the couch, and I never slept on the couch again because I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up in my sleep paralysis, and I could see him down the stairs, all sleep paralysis demon-like, slimy and slithery. It's creepy. And then he, all of a sudden, sleep paralysis demon style, attacked me. Yeah. So, yeah, it was like a regular sleep paralysis dream, except it was somebody I knew. So, that's my story. I don't know. Those are just two of my significant nightmares. And why I had one last night, who knows? I mean, these effects can last for years. Let me tell you, from my last video until now, I've gotten a lot better. But it's also sad how much I've regressed during that time. This is my second time filming this video, by the way. So if I seem emotionally drained, I already filmed this and it just didn't look good, didn't sound good, whatever. This is my second time filming this. But it still feels good to talk about the second time. I was like, hey, that was actually a pretty well-spoken video, but the quality is crap, so let me do it slightly better so that I don't feel bad about putting it on the internet. So yeah, again, I don't want to make anybody feel bad in this video. It's just I'm just trying to get my feelings out there. I'm just trying to not have another nightmare tonight. I'm trying to process as much as I can because my body is telling me, process this, purge it right now, today. So I've been like watching YouTube videos. I've been doing therapy, talking to my friends. I've been crying a lot. I'm scared to have another nightmare. Yeah, so if this video is stupid or if it doesn't help anybody else, at least it helped me to get my feelings out there, to just put it out there so I can move on, I can leave it there, walk away from it. Everything that I'm saying in this video, I'm just gonna poof, leave it in the past. That's the plan anyway. From the time I made that video until now, I would say I'm the most stable I've ever been, which is really sad because I'm like still crying on the internet, right? But I am more stable, less suicidal. I will admit I thought about the only way out of this situation is to die, but it's more of like a logical processing than it is an emotional one. Emotionally, I don't have any energy or time to put into dying. I feel like other people need me, but I don't feel like I necessarily have a lot of happiness to live for. Although I do have happy times, I also sometimes feel like the bad stuff outweighs the good, or what horrible things can happen to me next. Like, I don't know. Nightmares aren't just bad dreams. It's like, sometimes they are. Kids who've never, when I was a kid, never really experienced much wrong in the world, I still had nightmares. My family would watch the news and I'd see somebody's house burn down, and suddenly I'd be having a bad dream that our house was gonna burn down. Like, sometimes people don't have a very traumatic thing to process and they have a bad dream or a nightmare. Like, I understand that. But in the case of experiencing abuse or traumatic stress, I think that these dreams are really important, even though I hate them. I like to see them as an important step to move forward, even if it feels like I'm taking steps backwards by experiencing these things again. I know that really it's my body telling me that I need to process these things to move forward. So I'm gonna see it as a way to move forward. So yeah, if you have bad dreams, maybe you can also, this is not advice. This is, I wish that I had real advice. I wish that I saw the end of this so that I could tell you. I don't have any good news. It gets better, but some days it doesn't. I don't know. I guess that's my life where I see it, where I'm at. I have so much anxiety. Look at what I've done to my fingers. I guess the camera's not that good, but you can see I pick my cuticles until my skin is raw. I just go like this when I'm anxious all day today. And I pick my cuticles off until they hurt and burn and bleed. So that is one way that I deal with my anxiety. It's not really a good way to deal with it, but I shake, I cry, and I got my hair done today, and I was going home and I felt the sun shining on me, but the air just felt so thick, and like the clouds felt so dark. This sounds so emo, but like I literally felt like I was drowning. Like the anxiety, it feels like I'm breathing thick air. Like that sounds too poetic almost, but it literally just, it was like any other day that I could have been perfectly happy and peaceful, but instead am dealing with the consequences or the remnants of things that happened in the past. I hate calling it trauma. I hate acting like I'm a victim. I just hate talking about what happened, or just admitting how much it's still there. It's embarrassing how much it's still there. I just wish I could appear healed and like solid, and some days I feel like I'm there, and then stuff like this happens. I have a nightmare and I'm like, I just have to remind myself it feels like square one, but it's not square one. It was a dream. It is something that is not happening right now. It is a dream, it is a memory, it is the past, and it's not what I'm going through right now, even though everything in my body is telling me that I'm in fear, I'm in danger, I'm scared, I'm sad. So, yeah. And my self-worth has taken a hit for now. Some days I just feel like I said on my Instagram story, sometimes my self-worth is just, I stimulate the economy. People need me so that they can make money or so they can spend money. And that's a huge disservice to the people that actually care about me. I get it. But some days it just feels like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to, this isn't about self-worth. This is just about my nightmares, trauma, processing. That's what this video is about. So I'm not gonna make it a story time or a self-worth video. So that is for another day. I don't really feel like promoting myself or like telling you to subscribe or telling you my new Instagram and all that good stuff. Maybe I'll put it in the description, but yeah, who even cares? I don't want to make this video like an advertisement of myself. This is not a good way to promote myself. Yeah, so check out my other videos if you want to see less depressing content though. I'm still promoting myself. It's just hard not to end a YouTube video like doing that because that's like what YouTube is all about. That's what you gotta do. You gotta make your outro. But that's not what this video is, so cutting it right there. That's it. Bye. Peace out.